Okay, so basically, I rejected the trap 5 times in a row. Hey guys, Fantastic here, and if you didn't hear that intro, then yeah, I rejected the trap 5 times in a row. So I might as well come out and say it. I'm a role player. I've been role playing since January of last year, and well, what really got me into role play is just I'm a very imaginative person. Like, because of how I grew up as a kid, my parents would let me play video games Monday through Thursdays throughout the week without special exceptions, like, Fridays, weekends, holidays, 3-day weekends, half days, stuff like that. And so, when I wasn't playing video games, imagining, I was imagining myself playing video games, like kind of like how Krillin and Gohan did image training when they went to Planet Namek. Like, I would just be sometimes sitting in the car, pretending I had a controller in my hand, trying to figure out that one Smash Bros combo I was doing with like Falco or Sonic, because I was a Falco and Sonic main. Whenever I listened to music, I would just imagine these awesome anime style fights with these characters that I just think up at the top of my head. And then when it came down to like reading and writing, I would imagine the stuff that I'm reading and writing like in my head as if I'm watching like some awesome animated series of that book. So roleplay, I really like doing roleplay, and yeah. So I roleplayed for a lot last year from January and then to the point of this story, which takes place somewhere between August and September after my 8th rejection, which that's going to be a separate story. And anyway, after that rejection, I was just looking for something to do. I was looking for something to distract me and take my mind off the rejection. And like, cause it was hard, it was rough. But again, that'll be in a separate story. So I turned to Twitter because, well, iFunny had something to do with the rejection, and Discord also had something to do with the rejection. So I went to Twitter as my outlet. And like, I went to Twitter for 4 things: memes, to make friends, to look at hentai and its art, and to roleplay. And I remember the first week on Twitter when I downloaded it, I was bored out of my mind. I didn't know what to do, to be honest. There was nobody really for me to talk to. I didn't know how to like set up a roleplay template for like a character and whatnot. Didn't know what limits and kinks were. And yeah, so I was kind of basically alone on Twitter until one day I saw them, the trap. Now, for the sake of this video, because I never really got their name and they only refer to themselves by their username as like a letter, we're gonna call them Harley, because Harley's like a unisex name. Like, I went to high school with a guy named Harley, and well, Harley can be a girl's name because Harley Quinn. And yeah, so I saw Harley. Harley put up a post saying how they were bored and they were looking for someone to talk to, and I was like, oh hey, what a coincidence, I'm bored looking for someone to talk to. And so yeah, we went to DMs and we just kind of hit it off there, and we became friends. We role played for about 2 days, and I learned something about Harley that I didn't think I would really ever experience in life. Harley was a trap. Like, a guy who looks like a really feminine guy And the thing was, Harley, man, Harley was a good-looking trap. Like, if he didn't tell me he was a guy, I would have mistook him for a girl. Like, he just looked like, he looked that feminine. And like, he showed me pictures of him and his friends who were girls, and he looked more feminine than they did. It made no sense to me. I didn't think traps could be real, but apparently they are. They're real, they're here, they're among us, and I'm getting off topic. So yeah, but I didn't really care that Harley was a trap, because I wasn't looking for a relationship, because, you know, eighth rejection. I was just looking for friends, roleplay, memes, hentai, etc. So yeah, we roleplayed for about 2 days. On the third day, Harley hit me with something more unexpected than his gender. Harley confessed to me that he fell in love with me and wanted to go out. Now, I was flattered because, well, I'd never been confessed to by, well, anyone or asked out. But there were a lot of red flags that made me say no. Like, well, the first one being that I wasn't looking for a relationship, especially not a long distance online relationship, because I'm the type of guy who like wants to, if he's in a relationship with someone, like a girl, I want to hold that person close to them. I want to cuddle, I want to hug, I want to snuggle. I don't want to see on my phone through a text, wish you were here, or hear through my phone, I miss you, baby. That would just be torture for me. So I politely turned Harley down, and I thought we could still be friends. But then he asked me out again, saying how he's rich and he can like move down here, and how he's rich and he can move down here to America to be with me during breaks. Now, that was another red flag, because we'd only known each other for 3 days, and he told me himself he lived in Italy. I think either Italy or France. A lot of things happened since then, and I don't remember. But yeah, he lived that far. He didn't live in America. I lived in America. We know each other for 3 days, and he wants to move, and he says he can visit. That was also another red flag. I politely declined his offer because, well, yeah, flattered someone would want to do that for me, but at the same time, I don't want someone to do that for me. Like, I don't like him the way that he likes me. So I politely declined and was hoping this would be the end of it and that we could, you know, be friends. And I was wrong, because he then begged, and I again politely, ever so gently, like the man who put baby Jesus in a manger, gently turned him down. And yeah, then we stopped talking for like the rest of that day, I think. I remember I tried, and then I remember the next day I tried talking to him, and he was like, can't talk right now, I'm busy. And I thought, oh no, he's mad. Might have ruined a friendship that I did not want to ruin. And I kind of went about the rest of my day, and then later that day, I got messages in my DMs from Harley. Like, you know, it started off friendly. Like, I thought, okay, maybe we can patch this up. Like it started off like a friendly, like, hey, how you been? I'm okay, how are you? Okay. But Harley wasn't really all that okay. He was apparently at a party drinking. Now Harley told me he was in college too. Like he's enrolled at university, and I'm a college student too. So a college student drinking, and usually not really good. I don't know. I wouldn't know myself. But so yeah, and like the conversation it took a complete 180. Like one minute Harley was friendly, the next minute Harley was just cursing me out to the phone, and then he kind of went on a rant saying how like you were supposed to choose me, like I was supposed to go to sleep hearing your voice through voice messenger, and I couldn't do that. Like as I explained before, I just can't be in a relationship like that. I can't do long distance. And then after taking all of those words and remarks, he then asked me again for a fourth time, and you know, I'd say I'm a pretty patient individual. Like I'd say I'm pretty nice. I'm pretty good. That seems kind of vague, but my point is, I try to be gentle, but he was really testing my limits, and I kind of let a little bit of my rage out on him, and I remember messaging him sorry, but I'd rather not say no for a fourth time in a row. Which, looking back, I did say no for the fourth time in a row. And yeah, I stopped talking to Harley then and there, and then I think it was the next day, Harley asked if I wanted to roleplay with him again, and I don't know if I was having a bad day or not, or if Harley just caught me at a bad time, but I just snapped at him. I was like, are you kidding me? You cursed me out last night, and now you cursed me out last night. You ignored me for like a whole day, and now you're asking if I want to RP with you, which by the way, the role play was well, let's just say the role play me and Harley did is the reason that in my limits I put scat, gore, and more. Yeah. So basically, after quote unquote letting my steam off at Harley, he understood where I was coming from, and yeah, that was it. Which I basically rejected him for a fifth time right then and there, because I was just done. I was just done with him. Like, he's a good person. Like, I wished him the best, but I just couldn't be around someone like that anymore. Like, I can't deal with hot and cold people. Like, and I'll explain that in another story. But yeah, that's the story of how I rejected the trap 5 times in a row. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.